Welcome to the Rider Review. Today we're going to be doing a video on an alternative to a Ringside backpack. So I had seen these backpacks advertised in Dover. I saw what's in my Ringside backpack tours on YouTube, and I really liked the concept of the idea that you would be able to haul a crop, a helmet, and any essentials that you needed for that day or that lesson or that show all in one place. The thing I did not like about the backpacks was the price. These are pretty pricey backpacks, and of course anything that is horse specific is pricey. They just know we'll pay a lot for whatever we need, I guess, or anything for our horses. But Grand Prix makes a couple of different options. Under Armour made a couple of different they did not make, there was about 5 options that you could get. Grand Prix has about 2 options. Under Armour has 1. A couple of the different horse brands had them as well. Under Armour was by far the cheapest backpack that you could purchase. I think it was like $50 possibly, but it came with some kind of electric green kind of piping and detailing, and normally I would love that because I do love that color. But since my garment bags, my boot bag, my saddle bag, and my boot bag, my saddle bag, and my carry-on bag are not a matching set, I was trying to look for something that would pull it kind of all together and look a little bit more cohesive. So I played softball in high school, and we had a bag that you could either clip your helmet on, store your helmet on, or carry a bat with, and it was called a bat bag. And I started thinking of this as an alternative to a Ringside backpack. So what I did was I took my helmet to the nearest sporting goods store, and that ours is Academy, and I brought my helmet into the store with the idea that if I found something, I needed to know if my helmet would fit in the compartment, if it would, how it would clip on, how it would work overall. And so I just let the employee know that I was bringing this in to see if it could, fit into a certain backpack. Not a problem. And I don't think normally you would have a problem bringing something in like that. A sporting goods store versus the riding helmet, you could definitely prove that you weren't there to take it or something, but you just never know. So so I perused the softball backpacks and baseball backpacks, saw several different bright, colorful options. There was like an Easton bag, which is definitely a softball brand, but that could work, and it was like a little bit more structured, and it kind of had some hot pink to it, and it had this really cool clip or a hook that you could, would be more ideal for hanging in the dugout. But I thought, why not hang it on the front of a stall door? And that way your backpack would be off the floor. You could unzip it hands-free. So I really liked that option. That option was about $40. And then I was walking down the soccer backpack aisle, and this is where I found my alternative to a Ringside backpack. So this is the Adidas Estadio number 2 team backpack, and I'm just going to kind of show you some things about this backpack that make it work for me. So the first thing is this little front pocket here. It just is a small kind of soft cloth pocket right here that reaches about a hand's length. And so what I like to store into this little pocket here are sunglasses, credit cards, money, wallet, my phone, my keys, always kind of go in there for easy access because, nothing is that small that I would usually put in there and clutter up that, so I can usually reach in and get whatever I need out of it. And then here, this bottom zipper, it goes all the way from here to there, is where I store my helmet. So basically it's a zippered compartment that has kind of, it opens up with a flap kind of, and inside it is a mesh compartment that you can you have a little bungee that secures it, keeps it nice and tight, and I can just pull out my backpack, my helmet. So I did notice that with this compartment, I did notice that whatever I'm hauling on the inside of my backpack can affect how well my helmet fits. So another option would be, if you're storing a lot in there that day, usually the items that I store on a day-to-day lesson, I can fit everything in, zip it up just fine. But if you're needing a little bit more and you're going to a show or going out a little bit longer, this is another option that you could do. Just take your helmet compartment, pull your bungee, and take this flap right here, and then just tuck it into the inside. and you're carrying the backpack on, you're carrying your helmet on the outside of the backpack, which could make it a little bit easier to access as well. So another cool thing about this zippered compartment here for your helmet is this flap is actually meant to be embroidered. So it's very easy to embroider this flap. Usually you would get your team or your number or your name on it. So I thought what a great idea to embroider with like a monogram, which is very equestrian chic. And maybe even do it in the colors, the pink that goes in my boot bag, and so that would kind of help tie everything together and personalize it and give it a little pizzazz. So the other compartments of this backpack, they have two zippered little flaps here, a little mesh netting there, another bigger compartment here to store stuff in, and anything you probably need aired out can go into this compartment here. It's actually meant for cleats, so your cleats don't get all stinky in there as well. So here's what I store on the inside of my backpack. For just a day-to-day lesson, I carry my Ogilvy saddle pad, folded, of course, my professional choice Ventec synthetic girth, and I also carry an extra set of shoes in case I'm going anywhere afterwards and don't want to wear my riding boots. And then the inside of this backpack as well has just another small kind of vented pockets that zipper as well. I can't know if I'm not showing this very well, but there it is. So you can zipper stuff in that needs to be a little bit more secure, that you don't want floating around in the bottom of your bag. Another cool feature, oh, and it has a little clip right here as well. Another really cool and comfortable feature about this backpack is these spring-loaded backpack straps. They are super stretchy and super comfortable to wear. So actually when we were going on a trip, I took this on the plane ride with me, and we had to kind of walk through the airport for several minutes and stuff like that, and it was just super cushiony. I took it on day outings, so it can really pull some double duty as being a backpack that you can take out with you and a backpack that you can take to the barn as well. This backpack only cost me about $40, so it was a great option for what I needed it for, and it was a great option for my pocketbook. So hopefully this kind of gets you thinking outside the box on what you can use, and I really encourage, if you are looking into buying one of these backpacks, to consider using a softball or baseball backpack and a soccer backpack, because it was kind of just a no-brainer price-wise, and had a lot of the same features. The only thing that I would consider that it didn't have would be a crop clip, but you know, you could slide that easily in the inside and then zip it up and have part of it sticking out or something like that as well. So I didn't find that too much, and you know, I don't own a crop and don't usually use it at lessons, so that wasn't a really concern of mine, but it might be for you, so just consider that as well. Thanks, bye.